Yo, what's going down, commanders? Just a little update on my base. I'm going back to cloak. I don't like the other turrets. I will still obviously keep upgrading them, but for now, back to cloak. And I just want to show you what I'm going to do with the circle. I will add if you don't know how to do the circle around your base or around the CC, keeping it cloaked, I will put the video for that in the description, because I'm not going to go through that again every single time I do a video. But what I've noticed is what you can use is some of these, and if I put them there, it will do that. But I don't want they're going to raptor spam them, probably killing that at the same time. So what I do want to do is change platform and go to a floater. Yes, it's a little bit more or less damage, but the Wasp won't be able to hit air. The fighter company doesn't hit air, so they'll have to burn raptors on hitting them. And while hitting these, what I mean by the fighter company don't hit air is the fighter company main bombs doesn't hit air or floaters. So I'm going to bring these in, and they're going to be the normal platforms, not Gen 2s, mostly. And the reason for that is because the better level on them. But I can do that nearly around all the outside of the base. So again, if I bought one here, I can probably get that onto that, as long as I get them on the corners. And I could move some bits around slightly. And again, I'm going to go to change platform, and I'm going to go to floating. That's a Gen 2. I don't want to change that one, that's my CC one. So this one, if I move this, bung it here, go change turret to a bracing, and then go change platform to a floating. Yes, I lose a little bit of health, but in the long run it's going to work out better for me. I haven't got the thorium. Let me just quickly buy some thorium. Change platform again. What am I doing? Change platform, go to floater. And the idea behind this is they're going to have to use raptors to kill it. Yes, the fighter company might fly across and kill it, but hopefully it'll keep my main buildings alive. And I might have by the end of this, I might be putting levels on these once I get to a point. So they're leveling up, they're getting a bit more damage to them. Same with this building. I sort of want it, even if I move this off to here somewhere, all I would do is I'd move one of these blocks. So if I went like that, yes, that one would be showing, but it should be behind me CC, and that one would make, and I can go there, bring that into position, there, go to base editor. You can see that I'll probably have to make that floating, but you can see what I'm trying to do. I'm using the outside as well as the inside, so I'm not cluttering up that inside too much, so I can get more in there. I'm hoping I can get this in there somewhere. Ooh. Again, I'll probably get a bracer on it, so most of my ship in the inside of this will be braced up from the outside. My walls might be slightly moved out, you might be able to slightly see some walls. Or if anything, I'll just completely remove the wall if it comes to it. So actually, I want to get that. That's definitely got to go on my CC. So that's definitely got to go there. That's going to cause a problem. I'm going to have to move that slightly. So if I go back here and just do this one and make this one the corner, or I could just remove that block completely, just get rid of that block and go there, that. But the only thing is removing that block will, oh well, maybe I'll get it still in there. It all depends whether it covers up, the CC covers it up or not. And there, like that, back in, Right, can see that block, but I've got to look at it from an attacking perspective. If I see that, if it stands out like a sore thumb, that block will probably be gone. They're going to have to target that anyway. And again here, I don't want to get too close to that. It's around about there. So we know where that's going now. It's going here. I'll move that one in. And that should give me the space to plonk one of these on it. If I can get my eyes back in. Like that. And again, make it floating. I don't know what else I want to put in there, to be fair. I'm hoping once the base is set up, basically, you can do what you want in this part. But once the base is set up to the point, I'm hoping the fighter company doesn't make it all the way through to here, so it gets through and it's dead about here, here, there, or even here. That's what I'm hoping. So yeah, that's the circle, and that's what I'm going with it. So there's buildings on the outside that are covering the buildings on the inside, sort of thing, and make them floating so they don't damage the inside buildings. And that's another thing. I got it wrong. The Raptors, if the Raptors hit that, the splash won't hit that because they're hitting air. Can Raptors hit air? I think they can. Or flying. Yeah, they can. They can hit flying stuff, I believe. Let's go find out. I don't want to keep you too long, guys, because some of these videos can go on for like 30-40 minutes. But the way the base is coming together now, airborne units are not blocked by terrain, allowing them to move. Can I hit ground and air? It doesn't tell you. Oh yeah, ground and air. But if it targets air, it doesn't get splash on the ground. So if it's targeting that, the splash will not kill that. And the same for all the rest of these. So that's why they're going all floating. Even if they're these turrets, it doesn't matter. They're going to have to use these. They'll have to kill them, then kill that, which hopefully they won't be able to. Anyway, I'm going to get off and I'm going to finish off this centre. Then I'll come back and work on the outside. I'll see you shortly. Right, commanders, this is my final version of this circle bit. I've got quite a bit in there. I've got both air silos, 2 spawning buildings, my go-go bar defence lab. My go-go bar is protected by one of these. I did have a look at the Gen 2 version of the floating platform, and it's just not there. It goes right down to 9,080 armour. So these are a lot better, the normal platforms. Now it's time to work out what I'm going to do with the outside, and I've got no fucking clue what to do. I really don't know what the best setup is or anything like that, but I'm happy with this, really happy. If you notice, where there's 2 turrets next to each other, a floater and a... What it is basically, if I did 2 floaters there, 1 or 2 Raptors would hit that, and if that was floating as well, the splash would probably kill that. So I've left it 1 on ground, 1 on air, just for them where it's close. This one's blocked by the CC. I'll move the CC in, hang on. That's blocked by the CC, so you cannot see behind there. You also cannot see the other air silo. I'm really happy with the way this is shaping up, this circle. Fingers crossed it is the way forwards. As I say, I'm not going to bother about the new turrets until I've got them maxed, and I'm miles off doing them. So back to cloak it is for me, and I'll see you shortly, guys. Bye. Right, commanders, I think I've got it sussed now, roughly how I want to do it. So I'm going to go straight out from here. See the middle block. So you've got the 3 on they're on the corners of each other. The middle one of them, you want to go out 17. I'm going to go, and the same here. So the middle 3, and then the middle one of them 3. 17. This one's the tricky side. So you look at you got 1, 2. This one's got more for some reason. I think this corner's a bit broke. That one's the middle one there. 17 again. Don't worry about it, guys. I am going to remove these walls. These ain't going to stay. And this one, I don't know what I've done here. I might need to 1, 2, 3. I might need to redo this. This looks a bit off, but I can see 1, 2. I'm going to go with this one. So that one there. Yeah. Right. So base editor. So it's 1, 2, 3, that one, and 17 walls out. It's roughly what you got. It gives us basically what that does is give us a start point for the walls, the outer walls. I don't think I want to go out any further than that. That might even be too far out looking at that. But we'll play it and then I can adjust as we go. Anyway, I'll be back shortly. Right, okay. I think I've got what I want, roughly what I want. So basically, I'm going to work this side first because it's the trickier side. 1. Fucking thing. This is why I don't like this. Wish we had a 3D map. Then it's going to be 3 back. 1, 2, 3. 3 on the 4.5 block. So it's 17 out from here. The middle one. And then it's 3 up, 3 out, 4.5 block, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again on the opposite half block. And 1 out. That looks off. Let's have a look. That does look off. That's better. I think that's right. Right. Let's move that one and that one so I can pick them walls up eventually. So that's 3 out, 3 back, 3 on the 4.5 block, 4 on the opposite half block, 3. 1, 2, 3 on the opposite half block. 1 out. That don't look right. Don't look like that, does it? Let's lift that. So we've got 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Yep, and then I went 3 that way. Then I think this is just a bad angle to look at it. 3, 4. Bear with me. 1, 2, 3. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 like that. That looks a bit off, but I think it's right. I think that's right. So again, same up here. This should be a little bit easier. Again, I'm going to just move that block out and that block out. And I can pick these ones up now. Oh, be careful. And pick these ones up. There. And go. I'm going to do these either side first. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we went 3. On the side, and 4 half blocks, 2, 3, and 1. No. 4 back, 3 back. Sorry. 3 half block. Am I going the right way with that? I think I am. 4, 2, 3, 1. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, it's looking okay. That just looks off. I don't know why. I think it's the angle. I think I'm pretty much there with how I want it to be. Not got any blocks left though, so I've got to be careful. Right, so it's 1, 2, 3, half block, half block, half block, half block, opposite block, opposite block. Am I doing this right? This don't feel right. Hang on, it isn't right. It's 3. I hope this base don't get blown up easily because I'll be pissed. 3, then half block. Nah, I'm getting confused. Bear with me, guys, and I'll get this part finished. This is the odd side. I'll get this side finished and then we'll crack on with the rest. Yo, I think I'm getting there. I'm getting close to where I want to be with this. I've got some more walls, so I'm probably going to use some walls to block some of these sides in. Here, just give us a little bit of extra protection. I'm not sure if I'm going to bring the dragon's teeth into these positions here somewhere. I'm not sure yet. But it's time to start moving these buildings into place. And where I'm roughly going to go, I wouldn't keep them, try not to keep them too central when laying buildings. You don't want to be central because it gives them a pattern to go by. So if you can get them off centre a little bit or whatever, don't always put these out central. I don't like to have a uniform pattern base, really. I like it to be a bit off squiff, if you get what I'm saying. But basically getting all 4 of my bunkers now. I've got one tower in here, there. This is where the air comes in from, by the way. So I'm going to move this one then to here. These are all going to probably be moved 100 times before I do anything, so I wouldn't pay that much attention to these. Just get them how you want them, how you think they will help you in battle, basically. But I'm giving you a rough idea. Roughly. I don't see the sides that I seem to get hit by a lot. Is generally this side here, and then here. So that's where I want to be covering. So these guys, I want to try to get them so that they're targeting 2 spots and off, if you get what I'm saying. So they're not uniformed again. Again here, this side. And that side. I am going to protect these. I'm not sure if I'm going to go floating with these just yet, but I probably will at some point. So they might go to floaters, but again, because these are Gen 2s, we go there. Because these are Gen 2 platforms, I haven't got the other ones leveled up. Again, that's too close. You see? That's too close. Splash off that will probably kill it. So I'm going to just move this one that way a little bit. Don't matter about that one because it's floating. I think. Fingers crossed I'm right with that. One more of these to there. And this one there. And obviously change that over. Again, I'm not sure if I need the bracing turrets on my bunkers and towers just yet. I might even change them over at some point. It's all about looks like we've got enemies in the sector. Let me get rid of that for a second. So that's roughly where I've got it at now, and it's all about just bringing buildings into position and just leave enough space so you're not going to get splash killed on anything. Actually, that's going to go up here. There's plenty of room there. No, I'm going to go up there with him. These are probably going to be changed as well. Just trying to work out what I've got left. And I'm not sure, I might even put these sort of this side, both this side, because as I say, the air comes in from here, so I want to get as much of the units with a pumped up range as possible. Something like that. So it's catching that bunker, I don't know if I can get this to catch two. No, you can't. There's just not enough reach on it. So you've got to put them where you think you're going to get hit the most, I suppose. I'm going to go this side with this one, just make sure I'm catching that bunker. There. And I think I can level them up. I don't know if we get more range on them once they're leveled up. I would like to know the actual range, because I can't quite. That is the range of the turret, but we don't know the range of the actual far sight itself. I'm going to put that in the centre, where it's not quite hitting both, and hopefully there is a difference in the range for the actual. What is it called? What is that bloody turret called? LiDAR. This guy can be moved in as well. Again, you probably want it where you don't think air's going to come in, because that one's got me spawning my last stand in. And where's the other last stand? I can't remember. There. So where the air's not going to come in from, I'm going to go here with this one. Like that. And don't forget, this will be all kitted out with trophies, everything. I have got this, and I'm going to change it to, I don't know yet, but I can put some of these onto there. I think I'm going to go all fusion. Again, I'm still working out what I'm going to do with these gaps. I don't know if I'm going to put some, as I say, my dragon's teeth in there, or just fill it with a few walls, make a little, if I can. I can't remember how many walls I've got left. I've got 39, so there's probably not enough to fill in each side. This one, change turret, fusion. Actually, I'll tell you what I might be able to do. I'm going to go in there with that. Is change these to a telemetry and hook it up to that. It does work. It doesn't. I don't think it gives us the extended range, so we don't see what the range is. Let's just come out on the map and see if it does give us an idea. No, it don't show the extended range. See, this one I could probably, so close to getting all three of them. If I go there, and again I'm going to go change the turret to a telemetry. That might give us the range that we need to get all them in one go. This is looking good. I'm liking this. Again, I don't know what I'm going to do with them gaps now. It's just a case of filling out the base, keeping everything at a good distance from each other. Probably get rolled over with one turn, you watch. There. And with this means I don't like using these, because of the I didn't have no cloak, so they could target them very easy, but now I've got the cloak, I will be throwing these back in my base. and just making sure I'm covering what I need to cover with them. So let's say I cover that, go move to here, go up, come down, that'll be covering that bunker. And this guy, it doesn't matter where I put him, he'll probably go here as long as he stays in the cloak. Yep. And that way I can move these, I could generally move these around, well this one especially, the judge, I can move it around the cloak to defend every position as they come in. Hopefully it's covered by the larder nearly in all directions. I think I'm going to block, sort of block this in some buildings. Can't see. Sorry this is taking a while, guys. I really didn't have a clue when I started this. I'm really playing it by ear. So it slows the units coming at you through them gaps. Fucking thing won't go in. That's it. Nope. Want it right on the edge. Yeah, that'll do. I'll move this one up. Move that one up. Obviously the start buildings you don't need to worry about. Don't worry about. So just leave them on the outside. Anything that you want to keep on the inside, put on the inside. I don't know about there. I might cover these two, this side and this side, hopefully with walls in some capacity. Right, this building is a bit confusing. I don't believe you need to protect this building because it only gives you a buff on attacking, so it doesn't really need to be protected inside your base. I'm hoping this turns out alright. I really am winging this. I'm not prepared. I've never been prepared for these fucking I'm going to actually move that back. Create a wall. I've got a turret there. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. Probably be a wasset onto that just to give it a bit more. I don't want them close up against my walls, but I want them far enough away that they're not going to splash kill my buildings. That should be alright. And again, just fill in the holes. And that one can stay there. Again, across the front of this building, these walls, we're nearly there. And then basically it's where you want to put your trophies. I'm not going to go through all my trophies individually. You guys can work that out, but you get the rough idea where I'm going. It's not, try not to make it into a pattern. That's what I find the biggest mistake I make, is when I try to make it into a pretty pattern. It doesn't throw people off. You want it not symmetrical. I know it's symmetrical with the walls and everything, but what I mean is the buildings are all offset. Few more seconds and we'll be done. And then I've got to work out what I'm going to do with them walls. I've got two sides I want to cover, so probably dragon's teeth on two of the. Why is that not moving? And then start bringing these across that way. Like that. And the same here. looks like. Now I've got to work out what I'm going to do with the walls here. I think I am going to bring the dragon's teeth back there. I'd probably want to put a low wire in there as well, and the same this side. Just to give it a bit of protection. Can't get it in there. Let's get rid of that one for a minute. Like that. Could move these out of the way for a second. It's all about slowing the units down as well, is what I see. So with these, they're going to have to stop. If they're coming in up from here, they're going to have to target the walls as well as the everything else that's coming towards them. Like that, and then bring these buildings in here, forming a barrier. We're getting there. Again, keeping them far enough away that they've got to. I do want to put some more in there actually. That one. Right, and I'm going to put block some walls there. But again, these are going to be sort of. Like that. That's hang on. That's can I change it? That's better. Right, and then it's just about filling this out with trophies. I will be putting a few walls this side and this side, I think, but I'm going to leave that for now. I'm going to let the base see what the base does before I start messing about with it, because I'm going to be moving my turrets and my bunkers and everything else to the right angles that I want them at. This is going to be a absorption. I think it's an absorption. And it's going to sit behind here. Yeah. Just to give that a little bit more health. But yeah, this will be all trophied out. Actually, look, I've got that. Can go up there. Nope. Could go there, yeah. I'll put this one. Sorry if this has took so long, guys. As I say, I'm winging it. There you go. That's what I've come up with. Obviously, I've got to put my platoons in there yet. I don't know what I'm going to go with, if I'm honest with you. I've got to make sure as many of them are in the LiDAR as possible. But I'm kind of happy with that. It does need some walls here and here, possibly a couple here and here. But I want to mess about with that later. Anyway, guys, I hope this base helps you. Let me know if you do copy it. Let me know how you get on, and if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. I apologise if it don't. I'll catch you later, guys. Bye bye.